So before going into the depth of this OmniStudio, I would just like to mention or put it here that how velocity comes into the picture or OmniStudio comes into the picture. So as we all are working on the Salesforce platform, and we all know that Salesforce had different clouds, like Sales Cloud, then Service Cloud. And on top of those Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, we can do some customization as well. Consider we have a customer, they want to use the sales platform, and they want to do some more customization on top of that sales platform. So what we need to do for that? We need to do some custom coding, which involves Apex classes, then LWC or a components kind of coding is needed to build any customization on top of the any we can say cloud of the Salesforce. And definitely it takes some more time to do customization on top of the any of the cloud. Going ahead, consider if we implemented that and we have delivered that to customer, and again customer wants to do some changes whatever we have built. So to do that, again we need to follow the same path, need to do changes in Apex, existing Apex code and existing LWC code, whatever we have implemented, and it takes some more time for that. And that's where OmniStudio comes into the picture. So what actually it offers? OmniStudio offers some drag and drop tool feature. Means what we can do as we need some front end side, then we can create front end side by using some drag and drop features. We can do front end side means a logic building with these drag and drop features. We need to have some backend, right? So in Salesforce we use Apex class as a backend. So to do same thing, means whatever we can do logic building we do in Apex classes, we can do with the use of these OmniStudio features. And by use of these drag and drop features, they have built industry specific solutions, which Annie mentioned earlier. These are some of the we can say solutions they have built in the communication sector, media, energy, then all these like government, health are there. So there are some of the, as I mentioned earlier, there are advantages of using OmniStudio. So like we can do faster development. Definitely means doing coding with not coding means we do some drag and drop. So definitely it takes less time than the Apex coding, right? Or any LWC coding. As we all know, means flows also offer the same thing, that we need to add just components, elements there, and we can build. But those UI or logic are not that much high end, we can say. Then it reduces our custom development. Definitely LWC Apex classes, then text classes are not needed if we use this OmniStudio feature. We can easily integrate with other system, like we do HTTP calls, any kind of API integration we can do using these tools. And definitely it's easy to use. If someone is having less coding experience, definitely he can go and learn the OmniStudio and can build high-end some applications. So let us understand what is the architecture of this OmniStudio. So as I said earlier, that OmniStudio is built on top of the Salesforce platform. Currently it is a managed package, and we need to deploy this managed package from the Apex range. So see, and this OmniStudio architecture has three layers. So for doing or developing any app, what we need front end, back end, and definitely deployment should be there. So same things are offered here in OmniStudio. So in digital experience, front end is called as a digital experience here, then back end is called as a service management, and deployment is called as a developer experience. So in digital experience, we have flex cards and Omni scripts. With the use of this flex card and Omni script, we can build UIs, then we can add some front-end logic as well there. With this service management, means data raptors and integration procedures, what we do means when we start writing any Apex class, what we need to query the data, we need to add some logic and process the data, and then again we need to do some DML operation on that. So With the use of data raptor, we can get the data, we can manipulate the data, means we can transform the data, and we can do DML operations with the use of this data raptor. Going ahead with integration procedures, we can create some Apex side logic. Whatever we create in Apex, those logic can be created using these integration procedures. And then going to developer experience, IDX build tool is used for the deployment. As you all may be aware of this build tool and workbench, as everyone who is working in Salesforce definitely will be knowing this workbench, what is it. So let us understand these two, backend and front-end part, all these four means tools here in details. So just a minute. So first one is the flex card. So with the flex card, we can create some rich and dynamic UIs. We will be having a lot of elements there, like some input elements, checkbox element, all type of elements, whichever we are having in LWC. All those are available on those console of the flex card. I will show you after we discuss all these four tools. And we just need to select that and drag and drop on the console. And we can show the data on flex card. Flex card are just used for the displaying the data. We cannot take input from the flex cards. And it can display data from multiple sources. So not only from the Salesforce, not only the Salesforce data, but it shows data from another sources, which we can get from the APIs. Flex cards means when we save it, those flex cards, those are automatically saved. Actually, we don't need to save, or we don't have any save button there. And at the time of saving, it gets converted into the LWC code. So we can see, means if we add some components or elements there on the flex card, automatically code will be generated for that specific flex card. So the next part is from the developer front end side, digital experience is OmniScript. As I said earlier, OmniScript are used for having some front end logic. We can build logic as we do in LWC JS code, JavaScript code. Consider we have a requirement where we want to take the input from the users. We want to create multi-step form. We can make a use of OmniScript, and we can implement that feature. If we want to update any record, again, OmniScript comes into the picture. We just need to create an OmniScript. It will display your previous data, as well as we can edit data there, as we have edit button in Salesforce. We can show the data on OmniScript from any Salesforce data, as well as outside data, means outside of the Salesforce. Data raptor is used to get the data on the OmniScript. We can use integration procedures as well. Then Apex service means we can call Apex class as well from the OmniScript. And with flex card case as well, we can make use of Apex class to show the data. Means we can write a query in Apex class and send the data to the flex card, and we can display it there. And same, it is again drag and drop feature. As I said, means it looks like some screen flow. So all whatever screen flow gives us save can be done with OmniScript, but we have some add-on features on that. Like we can create some complex UIs, then rich UIs using this OmniScript, but with flow, we can't do that. We can get the external data as well, but in the flows case, we need to make a use of Apex class to get the data, and then we need to send to the flow. But here we can directly make a use of integration procedures and data raptors and get the data from the API. So let us go to the next point from the backend side. So in the backend side, we have two parts: data raptor and integration procedures. So as I said earlier, data raptors are used to get the data, retrieve the data, transform it, and then again we can save that data to the Salesforce. So to do all these processes, data raptor has four types actually. So first one is the turbo extract, then extract, then load and transform. With the use of turbo extract, we can get a single object data from the Salesforce. Only single object. We can't means extract the data of multiple objects there. But and again means if we get the data with the turbo extract, we can't do any modifications, or we can say can't do or can't transform the data if we get from the turbo extract. If we want to do that, we need to make a use of extract. With the use of extract, we can get the data from the multiple objects. Consider we have an account and it's related to 3 objects in relation, we can get the data. So with the extract, what we can do means we can transform the data as well. Like if we want to, we have retrieve the data from the Salesforce, and if you want to send into the JSON format or XML format, we can do with the use of extract. With the load, we can save the data to the Salesforce. Like consider we have data in a JSON or XML format, we can save that data to the Salesforce, or we can update records as well, like an upsert operation in Salesforce. Transform data is the last type of data raptor, where we can transform data like from JSON to XML and XML to JSON, we can convert here. If we want to restructure data or restructure the JSON, we can do it using the transform. Consider in one of the field, we are getting some data, and based on that, we want to input some other like yes or no, something kind of, or want to save to the Salesforce, we can do using that transform, data raptor transform type. So going ahead, next is the integration procedures. So integration procedures are nothing but we can say used for the backend processing. It is a declarative tool which can execute multiple actions into a single call or into a single server call. Why we need to use integration procedure? Integration procedures allows us faster performance. Then we can do faster development with the use of this. And it has different we can say elements in integration procedures for different purpose. Like consider we want to do if and else condition, we can add it there, if and else condition. If you want to do HTTP action, call an HTTP action, we need to add that element in integration procedures to do an HTTP call. So we, in our case, like Apex programming, we can do synchronous and asynchronous programming. Same can be done with the use of integration procedures. Integration procedures internally use data raptors to get the Salesforce data and save the data on the Salesforce. We can do batch processing as well. We can add conditional logic. We can do error handling. We will be having try catch block to handle the errors into the integration procedure. I will be showing that. And essentially it makes implementation easier, saves a time for the development, and it improves the performance as well. So let us go to sandbox, or we can say developer box, where I can show you how the OmniStudio tools looks like. So first one, we discussed about the flex card. So flex card are used to display the information. So let me create just sample one for you. So we can give any name to flex card, like it will be an LWC kind of name. We can give it to this. Let me give some name here. There are two themes. One is Lightning and another is the Newport. Newport is nothing but a different CSS, we can say, platform where we can add different CSS. We can add CSS so that makes UI better there. We will go ahead with the Lightning. Each child card. In our case, we can have means one LWC as a parent and another LWC as a child. So same thing can be done here with the use of this. If you enable this flex card will be considered as a child flex card. So let me go to next. So here we need to select the source type. So source type is means what source we are using or displaying the information, getting the data from the Salesforce or any API calls, and showing it to the showing it on the flex card. So we have SOQL query, then SOSL search. We have Apex REST call, data raptor. We can use REST call, integration procedures, streaming API. All these are options. Whatever we are implementing, we can make a use of that, and we can show that data here. Let me go with SOQL query just so that it will be faster to show. Select the end name. I will just showing the name of contact here. I will display single record. Let me open any one of the contact here. So it shows the result JSON path. Means if we're doing with any other source path, we need to mention the JSON path, how it is coming. So I will fetch this. So if you see, we are getting this data, ID and name. It is in a tabular format. If we go to the JSON, you can see this is the JSON we are getting from there. So when I will save it, it will open the flex card editor, we can say, or console, where we can create the flex cards. So if you see this header portion here, we have means whatever we have entered while creating, what is the author, current version, status is inactive. If we want to use flex card, we need to activate those. Same as like a flows. It is not a child one. Then what is the theme we are using? Here, these options are considered. We want to preview whatever we have built here. Then we can go to this option. We can clone and then we can activate from here. We can export this solution of the flex card. We can publish this. Publish means consider it will be it will be same as like an LWC. Okay, I need to activate for the publishing. We can add custom CSS, external CSS as well. So let coming here on this panel, here whatever means we are developing, it will be shown here. And these are the build tools available to us. These are the elements. So fields, as we have fetched ID and name of the contact. So directly these fields are showing here. If we drag here, it will show the name. Display elements, we can, if we want to do any action, then we can use this action. If we want to create a block of multiple elements, then we can use that. Different elements are there. If you want to call custom LWC from here, we can do that as well. We can create data table, fields, icon. We can use makeup icon. We can call flex card from the flex card. And consider this is the text I will take here, and I just want to show information, contact information, which we have taken. Let me show field. I want to show. So if you see this Arthur song, the name is showing. We can create means we can give styles to this element. Like consider we have means we want to do some grid kind of there. Not only 12 grids should be there. Only six should be for one field and 6 should be another field. We can do that as well from here. If you see this one, we can make responsive directly. Like if I will increase this, it will increase this size of this text field as well. We can adjust the height. We can add background URL, background color, size, position. We can do everything, whatever we can do with the use of CSS. Border color, we can add text color. Let me make it some red one. So this is the text color changed. Alignment, we can do alignment if you want to do some padding or add some margin, we can add. We can do alignment center, left, center, and right. And we can add custom CSS from here. So for every added element here, it has properties tab, and then style tab. And it is specific to those added element only. It is not related with all of those which are added here. So, and the next tab is like setup one. From the setup, if you see, this is the name of the card. If you want to use this flex card in Omni script, then we need to check this checkbox here. We can means it support languages as well. It's something with the resize listener. I'm not sure what is about this. Then we have the options, means from where we can get the data. If you go here, if you see, we are getting this data from the SOQL query we selected at the start, and this is the query we are using. We can add another resource as well. Let me show you some integration procedure. So we need to select these are the available integration procedures. We can select any one of those. And when we select, what we need to do, we need to add some key value, means we need to pass some ID to that integration procedure to retrieve the data. So this key will be passing to this integration procedures, and value should be means whatever we are providing. If we add this flex card on any record page, this record ID will get automatically fetched here. We don't need to do some specific or need to mention it externally. And whatever means this integration procedure fetching the data for us, JSON paths will be shown here directly. So this is related to flex card. Let me go to OmniScript, the next one. It is taking some more time. So let me open one already created OmniScript. It works a little bit slow. Let me refresh. So this is the console for the OmniScript. Same again, this header panel, we have same options like activate, edit, export, and how to launch. So if you see here, with the use of OmniScript, we can call integration procedures, we can call data raptors, we can call flex card, we can call OmniScript from another OmniScript. If you see here, first one, just a general example, what is the name of this sample edit account? So what we want to do, edit an account. So what is needed for editing account? We need to get the account from the retrieve account from the Salesforce, display it on any one of the display it on the UI, and then we will do some changes, and then save button will be there. And after that, again, we need to save to Salesforce. Same thing is happening here. If you see, we have used one integration procedures. Then integration procedures making use of this data raptor action to get the data from the Salesforce. Those whatever the retrieve data is there will be shown here. They can edit. These are the editable fields. And then if they save this, it will be it again calls the integration procedures, which saves that record to the Salesforce with the use of this data raptor action. And then it is navigated wherever we want to navigate.